Oh, sorry guys. I'm on the phone, but now I'm having to wait for somebody to pick up because they put me on something.
Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum,
They
ba-bum,
put you on
ba-da-da-dum,
hold?
That's
bum,
right.
bum,
It's a hold open.
bum, bum.
I thought
No, you
I
listen
thought
here.
maybe I could get in on the rhyming, kind of like Girl Open did. I thought maybe I
Yeah.
could bring the same heat.
Cold opens are supposed to be cold.
Cold opens, yeah, you're not supposed to bring that much fire into a cold open. Clearly, you can't bring that amount of comedic punnery into a cold open. It's supposed to be the begin. We can't peak right there.
Would you say that I put you through a punishment?
I will quit this podcast.
Live on air?
Yeah, you keep punning today. I'm gone ski. I'm gone, girl.
Welcome to Junk House.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
We're here this week.
In the
if you-
house.
In the house. It's me.
There's junk.
It's me, your boy, Caleb, aka the cool one. That's the title I'm claiming now.
I think that's kind of fair. It depends on your definition of cool, though.
Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm the queer one.
That's accurate. Yeah, I can't really dispute that one. I'm Cordell, the one who disputes things unnecessarily.
That might be the most accurate out of all of these.
Honestly, what are you saying? I'm not cool?
No,
I've
you're
done
cool.
No.
I'm just
Let me.
saying-
No.
I've
saying
done a
that
lot.
I am disputing it unnecessarily. It's not that you're not cool. It is just that I must argue against your potentiality for being cool.
I'm just saying I think I've done
Science.
the most cool things out of all of us. Ask me about some cool things I've done, and I'll tell you about cool things.
Rank the coolest things you've done in your life.
I've
1 out of 10.
seen all of Doctor Who, every single episode, and TV movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Not the lost episodes.
Well, no, unfortunately not. I one time, when I was a child, told the bass singer of an a cappella group to go die because he accidentally tripped me and I was 6.
6-year-old Caleb looking up, go die.
Well, it was more like
Okay, that's pretty sick.
as we were walking away, and my mom was having to drag me because I was very angry because I was accidentally tripped. And then as soon as we were about to get in the car, I said, "Go die!" as loud as I could, and just kind of hoped he would know it was for him.
You think that guy thinks about you from time to time?
Probably thinks about the fact that a 6-year-old told him to go die. Yeah, probably.
Sounds like there's a lot of anger there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, other cool thing, I've been told I have anger problems at times, and so
Yo, that's pretty sick. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, can I get in on a cool thing that I've done?
no.
Yeah.
I've also seen the movie Click.
Dude, oh my god. All hail King Cool over here. Holy shit.
Oh, I just got the coolest boner
Oh
ever.
my god.
Sorry,
I got
wow,
a
that's-
coolness headache.
Woo.
Holy shit.
There's a cool front moving in. Woo!
Oh, I just farted and it was cool because he's so cool over here.
Oh, man.
Wow, I can't even look directly at you right now. You're so cool. It's making my eyes water.
Yeah. It's freezing.
So, have you ever heard of how Harry Houdini died?
Autoerotic asphyxiation?
I wish. Wouldn't that be a story? No. So the story goes that he The very short version of the story is he was incredibly strong, right? He was a contortionist, not an extortionist. He was an escape artist. Like, he was really, really strong. And at one point, a beefy college student was like, "Oh yeah, you're strong, let me punch you." And Houdini's like, "Okay." But before Houdini could like tighten his abs to prep for it, the dude just socked him as hard as he could. Like, immediately, this guy had something to prove. So that wound, in conjunction with him already kind of getting sick and choosing to perform shows while sick anyway, led to his untimely death.
He died from a punch.
Kid, died from a punch. That's the classic story. As a kid, I heard this story that Harry Houdini died from getting punched in the tummy too hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at daycare one day, and this kid was pissing me off, and I bopped him in the tummy. And he started crying real bad, saying his stomach hurt so bad. And I had just learned about Harry Houdini's death.
You thought you killed
And
him.
so I was probably in like 2nd or 3rd grade. So like 8-year-old Cordell is sobbing, crying so deeply next to this kid I punched, because I was pretty sure I killed him in that moment. I thought this kid had days to live at best. I thought I ruptured something internally, and this kid was going to die like Harry Houdini, and it was my fault. I, at 8 years old, had to process the fact that I just caused a kid's death.
Actually,
fine.
Didn't mean to do this to you, but a surprise guest, the ghost of the kid that Cordell killed.
No!
He did die.
No, he did die!
That's a
my
powerful
cool
punch,
fact.
though. You should be impressive.
I'm
Impressive? You should
pretty-
be impressed.
See,
I'm scared.
I have not been punched by Cordell, but I have been slapped by Cordell pretty brutally.
That was
Yeah.
legitimately one of the coolest things I've ever done.
And so I can
Have we
tell
talked
you
about that here yet?
I don't
I don't think we talked about
yeah.
it
I
on
don't
Junk
think so.
House.
I don't think
We
so.
can tell the
Junk
story,
House.
but you carry on, Caleb.
Yeah, but I tell you, Cordell can hit pretty hard. Because my face / ear / jaw has really felt the sting, and it lasted for 5 to 10 minutes afterward.
So
Powerful.
So we were in college. I'll tell this story. We were in college, and Caleb and I were roommates at the time. It was around the holiday season.
They were
We were
roommates.
talking about How I Met Your Mother,
Mhm.
which famously has
The
slap bets in it.
Yeah.
Of
Slap
course.
bet, where the idea is you make a bet and the loser gets to get multiple free slaps on their face at any point of the winner's choosing. Caleb and I made a 1 slap bet for the fun of it.
Yes.
I chose the terms of it very cleverly, I will say. Caleb argued that he could get a girl's number without
Yes.
her knowing about the bet, which is a little bit uncouth of us looking back. We were
Yeah.
young and dumb. But Caleb was like, I could get a girl's number without her knowing it's a bet. We don't know each other. I could meet her and get her number within a week.
Yeah. This was
But I knew Caleb had a crush on someone.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So I knew that Caleb was talking about his bravado, but I was like, he's not going to ask another girl to get her number because he already has his crush. So Caleb agreed like an idiot.
Uh-oh.
And I just sat back as the week passed and Caleb received no new girl number. And so at our group of friends was doing a like gift exchange. We did a Secret Santa.
Yeah.
And during that same Secret Santa, I helped the person who had Caleb know to get him Fight Club.
Yes.
So I did give some love to my friend Caleb, but at the same time that night, we got everyone to circle up, and Caleb sat in a chair, and all of our friends got out their phones as I delivered the slap.
So,
and it was.
I want to
Slap
interject.
heard around the world.
You joke.
Yeah, that's the next
Several
part of the story.
people were filming because they thought it would be funny and put it on their Instagram story. No less than 5 people came to the room we were in to check on me after seeing the slap and how hard it went. because
I was chastised by all of them.
because
Oh
like
my god.
I had like I don't know what was up, but somebody filmed it in slow motion. The slap was
Yeah,
so
with the
hard
Christmas
that
filter.
the shock waves moved my hair in the opposite direction of the slap, and then the hair followed my head as I ducked and could not hear out of that ear for several minutes.
Oh, you got the ear in the slap?
I didn't mean to. It was mostly
I mean,
cheek,
yeah.
but there was a little bit of the shockwave. I think hit the ear.
It was it was pretty potent.
Yeah, you gotta have an
I
earplug or
want to
something.
find those videos so badly because that is a piece of history that someone's got to have somewhere.
It is
You
somewhere.
gotta post it somewhere.
It's somewhere in the a Facebook group or something or other. But
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be quietly looking for it during the show today.
but yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
was
know-
painful.
You know what's another show of its time?
When we were
The musical
oh
My Fair Lady. This
I
isn't
forgot we were
going to
gonna
be a
talk about
fun
that.
thing.
yes,
So, do you know what does the Peanut Gallery know about the musical My Fair Lady? Cordell has not seen it. Caleb has.
I have indeed, and
I know the premise because it's Pygmalion, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
It's Pigman, and rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain.
Rain in Spain
Uh,
falls mainly on the plain.
if I'm remembering right, in the movie, Rex, is that his name? Is Rex
Yeah,
somebody? Rex Harrison? Is that the?
I think so. Yeah, Rex Harrison, and then our queen Audrey Hepburn
Mhm. And
is the main character.
and that Julie Andrews played it actually did the singing for Audrey Hepburn in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I know.
It's a weird movie to watch in the year of our Lord 2024. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. There's a whole song about how why aren't women men? Like the whole
I've been
premise-
asking that every day.
Because gay.
Yeah. The whole premise is so weird. Very much. I mean, like, you understand the premise. A rich man finds this poor woman in the street randomly. Like they meet each other randomly, and she learns from him to become this famous imposter of a rich person in England. It's just like, man, the entire movie is more about the dudes than it is about Eliza Doolittle, the main character. So, like, there's just so many different ways you can go about this that would have been better. But it being in 1964, it's like, oh, when the entire thing is like this, it's not My Fair Lady. It's basically my object that I turned into an imposter.
Yes.
And like the very yeah.
Oh, I had a friend who, for her senior like showcase in the theater department, did a kind of translated the story, but into, she called it Pygmalion in color, and it basically took the idea from like poverty to wealth, and like she made it about race. So it was like it was a more refined black person helping to lift up a more hood one. And so it was really, really interesting. She made it way more nuanced than I could describe it.
Fair.
But like
that sounds interesting though.
But the whole point is like you took her from her life, made her into something you could show off, but to the people in this new world you've pulled her into, she will always be lesser.
Yeah.
And now she cannot return to the world she came from because she will always be ostracized there. You pulled her out of her world and made it to where she can belong to no world.
Yes. And like that's the thing, right? If that is that is powerful. And like, if the ending is good and is like, okay, maybe they have this reconciliation or like
Yeah.
something, then it's like, okay, cool. The ending of My Fair Lady is like all of the people other than Eliza or everybody treating Eliza like nothing, like
Mhm.
that this main dude was the one that won the bet, and the whole thing was just, it was his great achievement. And then
Yep.
she's like crying and upset and leaves and comes back, and instead of like any like, hey, you know what, you're right, maybe you were also part of this, or like a greater exposition of like, you did work too, it was like, she's like, I'm back, and he just goes like, oh, go get me some tea. And then it like fades to
Wait,
black.
what?
Yeah. So there is
Just
also
they make it a happy ending at the very end.
yeah. No.
Have
no.
the
The happy ending is
Well,
she went back
yeah.
to the rich
Yeah.
dude.
They make it
this
seem
is-
like a happy ending, yes.
Now-
What
like
the
you were saying.
grease?
There is also I want to say there is a modern version like kind of going around. It's just like they do
Okay.
My Fair Lady the musical on stage. Pretty much everything is the same throughout, except for at the very end when Eliza walks in and the rich man, who I cannot remember his name right now, but the rich guy who's been helping her the whole time says, well, Eliza, where's the tea? The actress walks away and leaves the house again and is like, so she, and so like the ending is now turning into like she knows she cannot belong in either world. She has to essentially make her own.
Yeah.
Here's my pitch for, I mean, this could be a fun discussion.
Mhm.
We continue off of that and we make a movie, a sequel, where Eliza Doolittle becomes John Wick, becomes a John Wick character in this
Yeah.
universe.
Interesting.
Not, instead of just leaving, he goes, where's the tea? She pulls out a knife, a gun, some kind
kills
of
him.
weapon. She immediately kills him. She leaves. She's found by this group of assassins, and they're like, hey, we need you. My killer lady.
My Fair Killer?
Killer Fair Lady.
My fair murder.
My Lady Killer?
Ooh. But yeah, where does she go? Does she kill ladies? Does she kill men? What's going on? What's happening?
I think she goes and kills people who think they're better than other people and do
Mhm.
terrible things.
Robin Hood, but murder.
Oh, she probably, you know what she does? She goes back to living her old way in new places and waits for other douchebags to try and do the same thing, and then she kills them. Because that way that she's still the fair lady. She's fair. She's only doing it to people who are going to try and treat her like less than human.
Or she goes to town fairs. And she just
Oh.
like meets people there and kills them.
So now she's just a serial killer, which I think removes the likability from her character a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
But here's the
You know?
here's the thing. Why does it have to be a likable character?
That's
Because
Doesn't-
true.
let's
I
think
like to
about
like
it.
a character.
But here's the thing. Let's look at some successful shows of the past time.
Breaking Bad.
Succession, Breaking Bad,
Cordell.
Cordell,
Yeah, Junkhouse.
Junkhouse, Friends. I don't like any of the characters in those.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's true.
Because name one good Friends character, right? Name
Can't-
one good
Phoebe.
character in Succession. Shut up.
No. Phoebe's evil.
So I hear your point. I have to derail it. I found the slap bet video. I found both of them, the full speed and the slowed down.
Full speed, slow down speed.
I just sent them to text.
Oh my God.
So watch the full speed and then watch the
Someone
slow down.
says stop.
Yes.
It's basically a punch. I'll put the.
Yeah, it is way more like heel of my hand than it should be.
What if okay, hear me out. My slap lady. Eliza goes on to just slap the shit out of men that are looking to take advantage
Yeah.
of people.
Yes.
The dude, Henry Higgins, Professor Henry Higgins. That's his
Professor,
name.
there it is.
She comes back in. He goes, "Where's my tea?" She goes, slaps him right across the face. She joins the underground slapping tournament of London.
Oh,
She gets huge. Only her right arm gets massive because of all the
Just
slapping she's doing.
jacked. Absolutely jacked.
At the end of the movie, somebody like breaks the entire tournament because they punch.
no, that's wrong.
You can't do that in the slapping tournament, but they win.
But
You can't do that in a slap tournament.
You can't.
You can't.
but
Oh, no.
hear me out. Who is the puncher? It's Professor
Higgins.
Higgins.
He's a sore loser.
Higgins.
It's Henry Higgins. He's a sore loser,
No.
and he wants to ruin the only thing that Eliza has that is
Wait.
good for her right now.
What if instead of Henry Higgins,
Uh-huh.
it's a massive twist and it's the love interest of Freddie?
Are you talking about Sam Puckett from iCarly?
No,
And Freddie
no.
from iCarly?
Yes. Always talking
I
about
mean,
Sam
I mean,
Puckett
yeah,
from
but
iCarly.
imagine him in the 1964s. And,
Okay.
yeah, there's a character in My Fair Lady that is like the love interest.
Oh, yeah.
So what if he just comes back, and he's just like, you don't love me? You didn't like that I stood outside of your house every night for like months on end until you came outside so that I could say that I'm in love with you. These are all things that happened in My Fair Lady. And so he's like, I'm gonna break the things that you love, which is this slapping tournament.
And then it's a commentary on how men ruin everything that women even enjoy.
And
Or
becomes
take it
minions.
away from
Minions
them.
come in.
And then the minions come in.
Then the
And they're
minions
all
come
like, "Wear me banana," and then they start slapping each other, and then it turns into like a Three
It's a great
Stooges
time.
style like pie fight.
in. What about a backhand?
Oh, somebody introduces a backhand.
I think Eliza, because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. Punch me all day long. If you backhand me, that's so different. That is so much disrespect.
It's pretty degrading, yeah.
So Higgins introduces a punch, and Eliza's going up against him into the slap championship because there's nowhere in the slap contest rules that says a man can't punch.
There's also
Yeah,
no
you
rule
just
have to
against
use your hand.
dogs, so
There is an Air Bud in the tournament
yeah.
who is doing the slaps, but he's the
excuse
one that
me,
gets
excuse
punched
me.
out by Higgins.
A slap bud. Please.
Slap Bud.
Slap bud.
There is a slap Bud that is the one that Higgins punches, which makes it double dog. Like that's so bad. You don't punch a dog, especially not a slap Bud. So
And
the
we've
slap Bud
grown
gets
to love
punched.
this slap bud.
Yes. And by this point, Eliza comes into the finals and in the Karate Kid moment does something so disrespectful. She backhands Higgins. And the disrespect is palpable and he loses. He's dead. Why are we laughing at him?
No, I'm not laughing at you. I had another
Because
idea.
the dog just proposed.
No,
Actually, Slap Bud earlier in the movie proposed, so she's wearing a ring.
Oh, she's marrying Slap Bud. Bestiality is good. My Fair Lady was about
No.
bestiality being good the whole time.
No, wait, no. Because here's my idea. Okay, it's spinning off of Cordell's idea. So, Cordell, thank you for this. There is the slap bud. What we find out, we see this, it's not on screen, it's off screen. But Higgins does punch the dog. And then, so what happens is, as Eliza is going up into the finals against Higgins, the camera just kind kind of like you see in the background, Slap Bud slowly limping across the screen, and Eliza makes eye contact with Slap Bud, and then Slap Bud just gives her a nod, and she knows what she's got to do. She goes up and she said, "There's another rule that's not written," and she pulls out a gun and shoots Henry Higgins.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say she does the trick shot where she puts the hand up to the face, swings past his face, and then goes back and does the backhand. When she comes back, it's a gun and shoots him in the chest.
I love that every plot twist in the slap bet tournament is that there are no actual written rules for the slap tournament.
Yeah, have you been
and
to
so everyone can do whatever they want. And it's been a gentleman's game up to this point, but Higgins ruined that by punching Slap Bud in the face.
Well, it's just like
so
war.
she shoots him dead. And then they actually make rules for the tournament after that, and she's on the committee.
Here, let's all three. Okay, sorry. Okay. This is another installment of the one and the only. Welcome to. Caleb uses what he almost got a degree for. Okay, so it's the three of us. We're actually the three commissioners of the underground slap tournament.
We're color
watching
commentators.
all of this unfold. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some Foley work for this. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the scene where we're watching Higgins go up against Slap Bud.
Yeah. This scene is Higgins v. Slap Bud. This is most unusual. I cannot believe we have a dog in the competition.
Welcome back to the 1964 slap tournament of London. Yeah, but this is unprecedented.
Listen. Oh, the dog goes up for the slap and what a good one. What a
An
jolly
expert
good slap.
from Slap Bud.
It
is in fact Higgins' turn now. He gets to return the volley. But wait,
Newcomer.
what's this?
Oh, a closed fist.
A closed fist.
I've never seen
punched
anything
him?
like this before.
He
Have you,
punched Slap
Charles?
Bud.
Oh, I have not seen
What?
this before.
What? What?
We didn't even
Okay,
say
he's
what
going
our
for the punch.
names are. Oh
Oh,
my
we're
it's
god.
gonna fast
even a
forward.
dog! Oh my God, Professor Henry Higgins has punched a dog right in the face.
Don't ask how we have this in 1964, but let's see the instant replay. Oh my goodness gracious.
You could see the dog's eyes roll in its skull.
My
He pooped a little
golly.
Okay, now we're going to fast forward to the part where they go up in the finals and Eliza shoots Higgins dead.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be Eliza.
Okay, I'll be Charles, the color commentator again.
And I'll be Higgins.
But this time Charles has a secret. Welcome back to day 4 of the Underground Slap Tournament. We are here for the final. This is the one and the only Miss Eliza versus Henry Higgins. Now, this tournament so far has been full of twists and turns. A dog, a closed fist. What else may happen this time? Oh, they're coming up to the plate. Oh, Eliza is now taunting. Ah, this is quite a time. Oh, Henry is also taunting, flailing his fists back and forth. Much in a and the middle fingers are coming out. This is a wonder. This is quite the twist.
Oh, Henry, let's just get this over with.
Now, Eliza, I trained you to be a lady, and here you are open hand slapping. I shall teach you what happens to ladies who open hand slap.
Well, ladies first.
Oh,
Why I order?
This is quite the burn coming from Miss Eliza Doolittle. Oh.
Now, how did that
shame.
feel, Eliza?
Wipes blood from corner of mouth.
Oh, That's so cool.
Pretty good, actually.
Well, now, and he's leaning his cheek forward. This is the stage there. He's leaning his cheek
Yeah.
forward, presenting an open cheek. Well, now, Eliza, do your worst.
Eliza reaches her hand. Eliza puts her hand to his face. She swings, but misses. These
Oh!
rules are too loose. Pulls out a gun and shoots. Bang, bang, bang. Right in the chest, in the face, in the balls, in the chest, in the face, and the balls.
Did the penis?
Yeah, like RoboCop.
Oh my goodness! This is inspiring
show
me
you.
to. This is inspiring me to write a movie about a police officer who becomes a robot.
I'm Connie. I was also here.
Connie, you vindictive bitch. That was Carter. He's here too.
Did you catch Charles'
Carter's
secret?
No.
Did you catch it? He had a bomb.
A RoboCop bomb.
No, just a regular bomb.
It's a real bomb.
I didn't know until that moment that the perfect ending for My Slap Lady was that Eliza becomes a prototypical RoboCop by shooting
Mhm.
Higgins' penis off.
That's really the message of My Fair Lady. Like the whole time is just become RoboCop, and nobody talks about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like everyone's always getting lost in the weeds of like, oh, it's about class struggle, it's about identity politics, it's about never being able to fully fit into two groups because they're opposed to each other. No,
Just be
it's about being
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Just be
No,
RoboCop.
it's RoboCop. Every movie
Listen.
is about RoboCop.
Be RoboCop. And if a movie's not about being RoboCop, it is. You're not looking deep enough.
Mhm.
Judge
I
Dredd,
can name
RoboCop.
3 movies off the top of my
The
head
movie
right now.
Arrival,
that are about
RoboCop.
Mhm.
Inspector Gadget, RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Inspector Gadget, RoboCop.
$1 million
Inspector Gadget
lady.
2, RoboCop.
What was that one Matt Damon where there's the rich people in space and he's got
Elysium.
like a power suit? RoboCop.
Every movie,
Godzilla
District
1998.
9.
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Chappie.
Godzilla versus King Kong.
RoboCop 2.
With Mecha Godzilla, you know.
Now there is one film that is not in fact about RoboCop. It is about raw sexual energy, and that is Minions.
Accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Banana.
And don't get me started on Minions 2 Rise of Gru.
Dude, that Gru rises in more ways than one, you know what I'm saying?
Can I just speak to the Minions lore briefly?
Speak to the minions.
Speak
we'll
to the
pretend to be the
minions.
minions. Gabba banana?
Banana. So
I'm Kevin, the Minion. I don't know what they sound like. I've never really seen it.
okay. So when you watch
Okay.
Despicable Me, the thing that cursed the world with minions, they are fun little sidekicks to a villain, right? And
In a
you
pretty good movie.
presume
That's fun.
in Despicable Me that the minions were created by Gru.
Yes, yeah. That's what
And
you're
in the
supposed to believe.
The entire Despicable Me trilogy implies they are man-made creations. They were made by Gru. They wear science goggles. Then the Minions movie comes out.
Uh-huh.
And you find out that minions have existed since the dawn of time solely to
Mhm.
serve the most evil thing on the planet.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're bad at it. And they're little yellow dudes who are bad at it. And so their whole purpose, they are like it raises more questions than it answers. You would presume they're inventions, but then suddenly they've always existed. That I think minions are God.
Hold on. I take umbrage with the thing you said,
That they're
which
bad at
is
being
that
evil.
that the minions are bad at being evil. Because here's the thing: is I don't think they're bad at being evil. I think they're waiting for a worthy leader, and so they may be sabotaging the people who they don't find worthy.
So it's not Gru.
It's not Gru.
Maybe for a little bit there, but Despicable
Is
Me
it
Gru?
doesn't become
Gru?
despicable.
He's no longer despicable by Despicable Me 3.
Is it RoboCop?
It's up to you.
I think it's
think it's
everything is
RoboCop.
RoboCop. It's RoboCop all the way down.
Do you think RoboCop shot that guy's dick and balls off because
Mhm.
RoboCop himself no longer had dick and balls?
I think he had
Hmm.
mechanical dick and balls.
Do you think?
And so,
Do you think the dick had an auto thrust feature?
probably?
Okay.
I think. Therefore, I am. I think Minions
Deka, you're here.
to go back to Minions are gods.
Hmm.
What if they're the
God.
god? What if they're God mischief god?
I think
like
no.
Loki.
I need you to hear me when I say that I think the minions in the Despicable Me franchise are in fact the Judeo-Christian God incarnated. He is
Mm.
3
This
in
would
1.
make sense.
Mhm.
I think he can become many, many more in one. And I think the minions are in fact trying to convert Gru to Jesus.
That's right. The minions are 3 in 1. Kevin, Stuart, and the third one. I looked up the minions' names, and they only named 2 of them, which doesn't feel. Oh, guys, I'm on the Despicable Me wiki now. I'm an adult.
I'm there
Don't
too.
ask me.
I'm there
about
too.
I looked up Jesus Minion,
Oh God,
and I found one that died for our sins.
that's all of them.
Well, this one specifically. Well, no, there's more in the background. If you look, there's a couple minions hanging on a cross, with nails. And only
Okay,
their
there are a
hands.
lot of minion names, Caleb. There's Dave, Stuart, Tim, Kevin, Bob, Jerry, Carl, Lance, Phil, Mark, John, Tom, Ken, Mike, Larry, Frank, Darwin, Steve, Jorge, Pedro, Mel, Otto, Gaetano, Lionel, Clark, Ted, Charlie, and Barry. Do we need a minionette? Like a Smurfette figure for the minions?
But you see, here's the thing: is Smurfette was made by Gargamel to
Yes.
try to trick, I guess, the Smurfs into sin. I don't know Smurfs lore enough.
That'll be another episode.
Anyway, I actually know who the minions work for right now.
It's not Jesus.
It's not Jesus. It's truly actually something evil. And I want to talk about it on the show. Because an evil company has bought the Midwest gas station known as Come and Go.
Mm-hmm.
And has decided that they no longer like the name Come and Go and are changing it to Maverick.
We ought to leave this world behind. I don't see a point anymore.
I used to be against nuclear bombs, but I'm starting to feel for them.
I'm no longer a pacifist after hearing this
Mm-mm.
news. Y'all want to do a little corporate terrorism?
I'm down.
Okay.
Emotional terrorism.
Corporate
Corporate
terrorism.
corporate.
I would never do emotional terrorism. I am trying to be a therapist.
I would only do emotional terrorism to Cordell.
Hey, yeah, I like it that way.
Second on jelly dogs.
So, are they just opposed to? like-
They don't like the double
Innuendo?
entendre, is
Yeah.
what they said.
Which is the most baffling part, because that's why people go to
Yes.
Come and Go.
And to a point, gas stations don't necessarily need advertising and branding. People need fuel. They will stop there. However, Come and Go had transcended advertisement and become a meme. That is the better advertisement for anything ever.
Now, here's also the thing. There are a few things. If I'm stopping to get gas somewhere, I try to look for a place that looks like it's going to have clean bathrooms, A.
Yep.
And B, low fuel price.
Yep.
Come and Go always has pretty clean bathrooms and always has a decent fuel price, But here's the difference. They're usually around other gas stations that have equal, It's equal.
Yeah.
I would go to Come and Go because of the funny name.
Yes.
The funny
need no
name is
Maverick
the
shit.
tiebreaker. Why the fuck would I go to a Valero when I can go to a Come and Go?
Like, this isn't Top Gun. Don't name your gas station Maverick. Name it Come and Go.
I just want
'Cause what you gonna do
Maverick
there?
to hear me right now. If you're the CEO of Maverick, and obviously you listen to the show because we're the most popular podcast on earth. Fuck
True.
Joe Rogan.
Boo.
Come and Go is the perfect name. Okay? You know what? I'm gonna look up Maverick real quick. I'm gonna check something out on their page. Because they have to have a website. That's right. I found it. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, there's multiple companies called Maverick. You fuckers.
They
You
beefed it so
fuckers.
hard here.
They completely destroyed it.
You know what happens if I look up Come and Go? It's one place.
One thing.
You know what's crazy?
That we
Something like
finished
this
sharing
already
so
happened
much.
recently. With Twitter.
Yeah?
Freaking X.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
This is the second time this has happened recently where a company is just changing the name of something that everybody was used to and liked and enjoyed. And now it's like, you know what? No. Maverick.
So let me ask a question.
Mhm.
Maverick is dropping the name Come and Go.
Right.
Yes.
Could we begin a gas station franchise and name it Come and Go with the K and everything because they are no longer using it? Is that possible?
I don't think so because I think they would still have the trademark for a little
Probably.
bit. But once they let it go, I'll open a Come and Go.
We can open a Come and Go. Junk
Also-
house.
What if we open a Come or Go?
We just spell it slightly differently.
You-
What about
you get off or you
what
leave.
What about Come but Go? Like come on in,
Come, but go.
but go.
But go.
You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
I want to. Let's help Maverick out, okay? Let's help him out a little
I
bit.
hate you, Maverick.
We're going to help him out with our special Junk House brand of stink. Welcome to a one-time only, one company version of your slogan is shit. So let's take a look at it. Because Maverick, if we want to guess their slogan, which is new this year, this slogan is 22 days old. And it sucks shit.
Just
What
22
is
days.
it?
Maverick, adventure's first stop.
No! No!
Adventures
That's stupid.
First
This
Stop.
isn't Disney. This isn't Universal.
Disney.
You're a gas station.
You're a gas station that's predominantly in the Salt Lake City area, you fucking morons.
There's no adventures to be had in the Salt Lake City area. Let me tell you something about
Maverick.
Man, tell you what, I can't even. When our bus broke down as a theater troupe in high school on our way to Nebraska for the National Thespian Festival, when our bus broke down and we were stranded in the middle of nowhere, Iowa, the one source of entertainment was a really big merry-go-round and a come and go. That was all we had. A Maverick doesn't bring you that joy. If we were stranded across
No.
from a Valero, I'd kill myself. We were there for 6 hours, and then a party bus picked us up, and I believe that was because Come and Go was watching over us. So if you want to
It was.
if
You
you
want
want
a
to
slogan.
rewrite the slogan for Maverick and make it something helpful, it's we used to be Come and Go.
Come
I
and
want to.
go-
I want
Come and
to.
go
I want to.
reincarnated.
Bring a little joy.
I want to shift that a little bit. I want to shift that a little bit, Cordell. Ms. Maverick, we used to come and go. Make it to where the Maverick is leaving behind the jizz and jet lifestyle. They're leaving behind the ejaculate and evacuate life. They are
Caleb,
moving
we've
on.
all seen that Tumblr post.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
Is that it's such a good meme.
We've all seen it. We need to just look up that Tumblr post.
Maverick. We came and stayed.
Oh,
Oh.
my
Oh, wow.
God.
Which
That's pretty powerful.
That's pretty potent because and that spell came with a K. My suggestion was going to be Maverick. We chopped our balls off.
Oh,
Oh, God.
oh, that one just
Maverick.
hurts.
Maverick, we're neutered.
Maverick, testicular torsion.
Oh, my God.
Maverick, pull out game week.
Now, when I go to Come and Go's website
Yeah, yeah.
and I scroll down to try to find their slogan, oh my God. It only gets better. The Come and Go official slogan until Maverick bought them was Come and Go, next pump is on us.
They're so good. They had everything. They had everything and they threw it away.
I'm dying. I'm sorry. That's so perfect. Oh, frick. Oh. Oh, that's so
My
good.
God.
Oh, fuck. That's so good. But anyway,
That
yeah,
was
Maverick. I feel like We Came and Stayed is just so good.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Lock that in.
Lock that in.
It's locked.
Maverick, we came.
Just like Verizon, we woke.
we woke.
We
We-
woke.
We woke.
We are
woke.
woken it up in here.
Do you remember when we were woke?
Do
That
you
one
remember
time?
when we were woke? My boo. You remember
Are
when
we
we were talking
not?
about Minions?
Yeah,
I
that
found
wasn't
something
very long
funny.
ago.
I found something funny. It doesn't have to do with the Minions from the movie, though.
What?
This was on Quora. You know what Quora is?
Yeah, the question and answer website.
Yeah. People ask questions. People get
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah.
It's one of those. This one says, I loved a girl, but she and her friends made fun of me saying I am a minion. What should I do? This is the answer, top answer. Forget her. She is a bitch and an immature blank to behave that way. Being perceived as a minion is a certain way never to get a girlfriend. It is a huge turnoff to girls. Your bigger problem is changing perception, the perception you get off, not reconnecting with this girl. The solution to the minion perception is asserting yourself. And that starts with being willing to tell an immature bitch she isn't so special. Ironically, once you are willing to verbally slap down someone who disrespects you, you will probably never have to do it again. The minion impression will disappear naturally. What she and her friends did was not friendly. It was hostile, and they know it. So you should react appropriately in the same level of direct verbal hostility that they have directed at you. Good luck and best wishes.
It's just like
What
Jesus said. When
That person's not okay.
It's just like what Jesus said that one time. When somebody slaps you, punch the fuck out of them. Like,
Slap them down verbally.
My
them
slap lady
down.
was right.
Thank you.
Introduce
Andrew.
a gun to
My
the
slap
equation.
lady. Greatest.
Oh yeah, they called you a minion. Shoot him in the face.
To the face.
Kill those girls. Kill them dead.
I found that because I was trying to find the female minion. I was trying to find the
A minionette.
Smurfette, but no, I didn't find that. I just found some girls making fun of a guy calling himself a minion.
So, would you like to to have Cordell do a small segment near the end of this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
seems time.
I don't often prepare segments. And in my very Cordell way, it is entirely selfish. This is not necessarily for good content. This is for me to figure out just what I'm going to do the rest of the day.
I love
welcome
shellfish.
Yeah. Welcome to help Cordell keep an erection.
Mm.
Just kidding. It's
Mm.
it's help Cordell decide what video game to play next.
Ooh. Wait,
Okay.
But you said the
Mm-hmm.
same title twice in a row.
Twice.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
We're
cool.
going to determine the type of erection I maintain. So,
Yeah.
I am currently, due to receiving video games for Christmas, I am kind of spread out, and decision fatigue is stopping me from really diving into any one game.
Been there.
Right. Currently, I am. So, I've been trying to complete a second playthrough of Pokemon Violet so that I can play the DLC for the post game. But after a week straight of picking up my Switch from the dock, setting it next to me on the couch, and not playing it at all that night while I play Sudoku instead, I think I'm not interested at the moment.
There's some block there, yeah. Fair.
Right. I can return to
Yeah.
Pokemon Violet any old time, beat the game, play the DLC. Not worried about it.
Right.
It won't take that long either, because classic.
So, other games I got that I've been enjoying, Into the Breach has been a fantastic joy of a game. I've been loving it. It's great strategy, but it is a roguelike, so the repetitive nature has worn off briefly because I went really hard when I first got it.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
that's out of the question. I've also been playing Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince. Loving it. Great, but it's a lot of grinding. So again, my brain's it's like Pokemon. My brain kind of turned itself off for that game right now. Enter the 4 options I have today. 4 Switch games that I received for Chris Milk.
Gomez. Okay.
And I would like you to help me decide what to play.
Okay.
The first game on the docket is Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope. It's a strategy game similar to XCOM in terms of play, but also very little story, all fun strategy.
And the
Which
sequel to the other Rabbids games?
Yes, sequel to the other Rabbids game. I'm interested in this because I love XCOM, and it might be the unique strategy that keeps me engaged. So that's got some pretty big pros. I'm leaning in this direction now.
I've heard Mario and Rabbids is also very good.
I love Mario and Rabbids.
I've heard it's a good game.
I loaned it to my brother 3 years ago, and I have not received it back yet.
Okay.
Do you want me to go beat him up?
Yeah,
do we need to beat him
go
up?
get him. Bring
Okay.
a gun.
Okay.
To the slap
So-
fight, just like Eliza.
Second game that I'm not super hot on, but will play eventually, Super Mario Wonder.
I just beat that
Ooh.
game.
I'm very excited for it. I might play it with Emily, but I also bought another side-scroll platformer and haven't been interested in it lately. It's been Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which Caleb, I think you'd really enjoy if you like the platforming game.
Yeah.
The premise of it is Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. You can play the final level from the beginning of the game. The game opens and you can play it, but it is such a hard level and you die after one hit. And so the whole point of the game is collecting these bees that will act as a shield in the Impossible Lair and let you take more hits. So you can play
Gotcha.
as much of the game as you choose to with your skill level to survive the Impossible Lair.
I'm probably going to pick that up. Yeah. That sounds.
It's really, really cool. It's great gameplay. Yooka-Laylee, if you haven't played the original one, it's if you like Banjo-Kazooie, it's an homage to that. So if you like Banjo-Kazooie, pick up the OG Yooka-Laylee, but also pick up Impossible Lair. They're both great games. But I don't think, in the platformer mood. So I don't know about Wonder.
Yeah. Yooka-Laylee was made by the people that made Banjo-Kazooie.
Exactly, yeah. It's their modern love letter to that old style collectathon game. And
Since
then
they don't have the rights no more or some bullshit.
Yeah, probably. And then the Impossible Lair is their love letter to platformers using the same characters.
Love
Next, Cult of the Lamb.
There's a new update out recently that introduced romancing to the game.
Okay.
Ooh.
In like an act, because you've always been able to like have marry one of your cultists, but they introduced actual romance systems. So
Good.
Okay.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to romance my cultist wife.
mhm.
So
My chicken.
Have
My
played
cons-
that game. So
I'm very excited to try this out. How much attention will I need to pay to it?
a moderate amount, but it's very
Okay.
easy to put down and pick back up.
Okay. Okay.
It's a
Then that's-
roguelike as well, so.
Yeah,
It's-
there's
and
some
I love
roguelike
I love a
elements.
roguelike. So this is a contender. And then the
Contender.
last of these games is gifted to me by my brother in his forever attempt to get me to play JRPGs.
Okay.
It's Persona 5 Tactica.
Okay.
Not
Um,
inspired by JRPG, but I would say not JRPG.
Which is, he's been wanting me to play Persona for a long time. I'm not super interested in them. He hopes that in getting me to play a tactical game in the universe, I will be interested enough to play the other mainline Persona games. So he has
Yeah.
claimed that this is similar to like XCOM Mario Rabbids in the you're
Yes.
going to arrange your players and characters and do turn-based combat. So I'm not opposed to this. But if you know anything about this game, how like am I also going to have to do the like JRPG elements of building relationships and characters and things?
not from what I've seen.
Yeah.
There's
I
not a
don't know
lot of
nothing.
that. Like it vaguely follows the story of Persona 5, but that's it.
Okay.
And it
Okay.
has the same characters. Which also, I'm here to tell you, your brother's right. Play Persona 5. It is genuinely one of the greatest games writing wise ever. They're re-releasing, I think, Persona 3. They've done a remake, which that one's fun because do you know that Samantha Cordell? Do y'all know the idea of Persona? Like what the kind of
Very loosely.
Let me take
So-
a crack at it and be wrong.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
That's insane.
Samantha, take a crack at it. What's the premise of Persona?
Especially if they're number 5. They're all different groups of friends. And number 5, I think they're criminals or some type. There's some type of heisty guys. The main guy's name is Joker, and he has a gun. And I think it's kind of like Pokemon, but with like spirits and like different emotions and more metaphysical. And then you shoot guns, and your persona can go hard mode, and you in Smash Brothers you do more damage.
Mhm.
Uh,
Some of what you said is
my
right.
my pitch, my understanding of Persona is everybody like in the old school psychology thought has their like dark alter ego basically. And in this world it's real. And you can use that dark alter ego for magic and crime and fights, but you can also talk to other people's dark alter egos and make them your friends, and then you do Pokemon with them.
So it is kind of inspired by old school psychology of there is like a part of you that is suppressed and that breaks out and that is your persona.
Yeah.
Is that suppressed
Like
part
a
of you.
fursona.
It's like a fursona, yeah. Basically,
But
this
it's
is
a
a furry
person.
simulator.
I knew it.
Anyway, but
This
the
is a
persona
persona.
pops out.
Oh, that's good.
Then
That's good.
there are also like kind of demons in the world that are manipulating things and making things go awry. So you are a group of friends in real life. You're all high schoolers. You have your personas that come out and help you. And you are fighting these demons and these people and stealing their hearts so they cannot continue to manipulate and make the world bad.
So, are you stealing the person's heart or their persona's heart?
You're kind of stealing the persona's heart. It's
Okay,
kind of
so you-
it's kind of complicated in that sense.
You're
It's like the real
nullifying-
person's heart, but it's also the persona's heart because they're connected.
Yeah,
Do they
kinda,
keep living?
kinda,
Do they
sorta.
die?
The real person keeps living, but normally because like through coincidence or whatever, they wind up getting found out and caught that they were doing these awful things. So then they go to prison or are fired from their job or something happens to them.
So you are trying to nullify the forces of evil making the world bad by using
Yes.
your magic alter ego.
Yes.
So you're kind of Aang taking the bending when you steal the heart, right?
Or
You're kinda
RoboCop
taking
shooting
their
a guy's
power.
dick and
Yeah.
balls off.
Yeah. You're kind of.
Or
yeah.
RoboCop shooting.
You're
the dick.
RoboCop shooting the dick and balls off. Yeah. But the other part, it's
that is
all
the
of that
best
to say.
analog for
It-
removing power.
For anything, yeah, it's shooting the dick and balls off like a RoboCop. But
Yeah.
in Persona 3, they didn't expect it to take off in America, and it did.
Remember when that giant lion turtle taught Aang how to shoot dick and balls?
He said, Aang, I will teach you dick and ball bending.
I will teach you testicular torsion.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. I just had to.
Anyway, but Persona 3, the way that the teenagers called on their personas to come out and help them,
Cell phone.
no, they shot themselves in the head.
What?
Guns.
Yeah.
Like America.
So I imagine this got very popular in America, and there may have been a slight problem caused by having all of the superpowers happen when you shoot yourself in the head in a game that edgy losers will play.
Now, you may also be thinking, didn't you say they were remaking it? Do you think they're changing that? Absolutely not, because that's the thing that everybody thinks is so wild and fun about that game, is that it's just like, let me call on my secret power, and they just go for it.
Do they
You
get
know?
back up after?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're fine.
So
they get knocked
so
down.
But they get up
They
again.
get up again. You'll never keep them down.
Never gonna keep them down.
They take a whiskey drink.
The lager
Vodka
drink.
Drink a cider drink.
Then a vodka drink.
Sing the songs that remind them of the good times. Sing the songs that remind them. So
Anyway, of the four
all that
options,
to say, so I think I may, after our discussion, I may be leaning toward either Persona 5 Tactica or Mario and Rabbids: The Spark of Hope.
All right, and now it's time for that classic thing where we flip a coin to see how you feel.
I'm personally pulling for Persona 5 Tactica because I think
Why?
It's less of a silly game, and I think those Rabbids are too silly. And I think you want to play Persona 5 Tactica and then recover with the Mario Rabbids game and have the silly.
Now, I will say, in regards to the first Mario and Rabbids game, it was shockingly difficult. Like, it was silly tactics, but there were a lot of levels that I just had a very hard time beating. I may be stupid, but I'm pretty sure the games can be hard. Samantha,
Fair.
what say you? So we've got one vote Persona 5 Tactica. What are you thinking, girl?
I think we flip a coin.
That's a coward's way out.
Okay, well, Persona 5 is Persona Tactica's heads. And it's tails.
So your vote is Spark of Hope.
So mine is Spark of Hope.
So at the end of this, when I came to you two to help me decide, it is a split vote and I have to decide.
Nah, just do Persona. The trick with the coin is while you see it flipping, you're supposed to be like, oh, I don't want it to be heads. So that knows
Yeah,
I want to play
so-
rabbits. But it didn't work
so-
like that.
So you've I do this thing with my wife when she's indecisive where I will just make a choice randomly, and in doing that it will unlock what she actually wants to play.
Did I unlock?
So the two of you deciding that I was gonna play Persona, I realized I want to play Rabbids.
Yes. There we go. The coin was right.
So the coin was right. You have helped me decide today when I am not doing homework. I will play Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope and watch My Hero Academia.
Ooh. Good show.
Great show.
Wow. That was disappointing. So I'm gonna do the only thing I can do to erase this disappointment, and that's listen to our opening and closing theme song, "The Psychobilly Freakout" by the Reverend Horton Heat, off the album "Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em."
And if you got them, you should smoke them just like the Reverend Horton Heat said. And if you liked the episode, you should rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or wherever you listen to this. I know only list downloads it directly from the RSS feed. So do whatever. Also, if you wanna and you're on there, you should follow us on Twitter and TikTok. Junk House Pod. We would appreciate it. It would be fun. We'll kiss you, maybe.
Listen, I don't make it my business to tell people how to live their lives. But you need to email me or I'll kill you. You send me an email or you'll die.
We'll send Eliza after you.
Yeah. So you can email us at junkhousemmailbox@gmail.com or you'll die. And yeah.
Or, you're dead.
You'll just be a dead person.
Yeah.
My camera froze at the perfect time.
That's really good.
But I guess, as we say every week,
my dog is between my legs and is clawing at my penis and ball area, so we probably need to go.
Just like RoboCop.
It's a psychobilly freakout!